So what's happening here today is we are planting 1,000 trees. We have a bunch of Boy Scouts. We've got Troop 286, we've got 2 4-H groups, we've got 4 or 5 Master Gardeners. The Department of Environmental Conservation for New York State has also brought some people to teach us how to plant trees. And they've taught us how to use a dibber, and then what we're doing right now is we're staking them and putting them in these tubes that allow sunlight in and keep the animals out. These tubes will stay on for about 5 years.
I think it's awesome. I'm glad we can help, but it'll be nice to be able to drive down through here in 20 years to see a forest rather than a cornfield.
My wife and I are very environmentally conscious, and we've been working with the National Wildlife Federation for years. We've done a lot of things on the West Coast, and while the pandemic, was starting to happen, we thought to ourselves, it'd be great if we could do something closer to home. We fell in love with this piece of property. We thought to ourselves, well, why don't we reforest it? So we purchased the land, and over the course of 5 years, we're going to be reforesting this entire 32 acres. The goal is to have over 15 different varieties. We're planting 10 varieties. There's fir in here, there's oak in here, there's pawpaw, there's serviceberry, we've got chestnut, and a whole bunch of different varieties. So what we did was we researched 200 years ago what the native species are for this area. And we're trying to plant those native species to try and bring it back as quickly as possible. Eventually they'll be cooperative, and the root systems will intertwine, and they will develop into a healthier forest than just a standard one species forest. Next year we're going to probably triple our efforts, and we're planning to plant around 3,000 to 4,000 trees. We do a lot of environmental work. We're heavily committed to trying to save the environment. We view this as the biggest problem that we're facing as a world. Species are getting eliminated that we'll never get again, and wildlife, trees, everything is just being destroyed. So we need efforts really across the world to do everything we can to try and regrow. For instance, National Wildlife Federation has a backyard habitat program. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to teach just the average homeowner what kind of plant species they can put in their backyard just to keep butterflies, hummingbirds, bees are getting devastated across the United States. And if you could merely plant 6 or 7 flowers that are going to attract the bees, that would be wondrous if everybody could do that across the entire United States. So I urge you to go to National Wildlife Federation, nwf.com, and find out how to grow a backyard habitat. What's really cool is Carol Meckham at the Chautauqua Conservancy is also doing a similar program, and she's latched onto them. And their goal is to get Chautauqua to be certified by the National Wildlife Federation as having like a critical mass of backyards that are environmentally friendly. Our company is very committed to it. We're doing everything we can to try and protect the environment.